You're losing listings because you're trying to sell logic to people who buy on emotion. Look, nobody cares about your freaking drone videos or your bullshit great photography or this fabulous way you write listing descriptions or your like stupid story about how you grew up on a farm with no money, had to walk both ways uphill to school in the snow barefoot. Nobody cares about that shit. And you're losing listings because of it. Look, here's the fact. Facts don't sell. Desire sells. So while you're out there spewing out this stuff about, logic and about features, you got idiots that are beating you to listings because they're stroking people's ego. People want to feel like they're winning. They want to feel like they got something. You got to focus on their want, right? So most of them, they want to feel like they got the most money, right? They want to feel like they sold when nobody else was able to sell. They sold it the fastest. They want to feel like they actually got this done and it was not a headache to get it sold like it is with other people. So while you're out there talking logic and getting ghosted by these sellers, you're fucking up your whole business. You've got other people who are smart enough to just talk about emotion. Look, there's a golden rule, and it's we sell on emotion, we sell on wants, we give them what they need later. So if you want to keep talking about what they need and you want to keep having these sellers ghost you over and over and over again and keep losing to these lesser agents, well, you keep doing it. Look, I had this agent, and this guy was super, super sharp. He was a hustler, well-dressed, good-looking guy, right? Just sharp as a tack. In fact, he ran multiple businesses aligned with real estate, and he got into real estate. He did pretty well. His challenge was, though, is that he kept selling them on how good he was. And I showed him how to figure out what the desires are in the neighborhood or in the neighborhood that he's targeting. So we found the stuff out. We wrote the ads, we put it together, and within 5 days, not 5 months, within 5 days, he got 5 luxury listings and he double-ended one of them, sold the buyer and the seller. That's a pretty damn good outcome for just one tiny little shift from bragging about himself to just friggin' talking about what these people want. So if you want to figure out what these people want, there's really 3 ways to do it, and it's so damn simple. If you don't do it, quite frankly, you're lazy and you should consider just hanging it up today. So here's number 1. Just ask these people. It's a hell of a lot easier to sell anybody anything. If you think about that logically, if I know what you want, it's going to be way easier for me to sell you. If I'm on my way to the new Porsche dealership to buy myself a brand new Porsche, the guy across the street at the Honda dealer, he could be waving the flags about the great sales all day, and it could be compelling offers. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I want my Porsche. So this is step 1. Just ask people. I've done a video for you about how you can create what I call your strategic area market, or your SAM, where we find these high probability clusters of people in a small area, in a cluster, right? And I've told you how to find them. Now all I need you to do is just go around and ask them. And you don't overthink this stuff. This is where real estate agents, and quite frankly, most marketers, get themselves tongue-tied, all caught up in this paralysis by analysis. You literally just ask. And here's the thing, you don't even have to ask. Go to a freelancer site. Go to one of these, Upwork.com. I love Upwork.com. I get a lot of really great people there. It's just freelancers. You can post a little job, say, I need a telemarketer. And you just give these people a list of people in the subdivision, and you just say, start calling subdivisions, and you just start calling, and you give them a Google sheet, and you share it with them online. And all you do is you have them record the answers they get from every phone conversation. Now, here's the trick. It works really well. A lot of people say telemarketing, people don't answer the phone, BS. I have agents all across the country doing this, and it really just shortens the timeline from when we go from trying to figure out and test whether their marketing is going to work to, actually getting it dialed in and getting some really great response. It's the ultimate shortcut here. The script has just got to be done right, and a script kind of goes like this. Hi, I'm so-and-so calling on behalf of Mike Costigan, prominent real estate agent in the neighborhood. I'm not calling to talk to you about listing or selling your home at all. Mike was wondering if he could ask just a couple of quick questions, 2 seconds here, just so he can help your neighbors out. So what I'm doing is I'm time limiting, I'm letting them know it's not a pitch. I'm letting them know that we're just asking them for goodwill. Most people will respond to goodwill. It's a natural human trigger in the human mind. That's a totally different topic we're going to skip here, but just know it works. Then we're going to say, I've only got about a minute myself because I've got to run out and do this. So now I've time limited the call. Everybody will answer it. And I just ask them, hey, when you do sell a home, what is the most important thing to you? Getting the most money, selling it faster, or getting it done with least hassles and headaches? And you record that answer. Second question is, hey, great, what's your second? Okay, cool. Now you've got the order. Now we know how to write ads, right? And if you want to throw in a bonus, we say, hey, if you are interviewing agents, then what makes you choose one agent over the other? Now, don't get me wrong. On my type of marketing, Come List Me calls, they're not interviewing other agents. But it does allow us to take that context and strengthen up the marketing piece of it. It is so damn simple to do this. Look, if you want like the whole script and the whole formula, just go to comelistmebook.com and download a copy of the book for yourself. Look, number 2, you could analyze data. It's not my preferred method because you're putting in a little bit of guessing. And if you're good at analyzing data and drawing actual factual opinions instead of just, emotionally saying, well, I think they want this, don't do that. You'll screw yourself. But you can always look at data. You can look at the trends. They're out there everywhere. There's data sites everywhere. You can pull up data on your MLS and you can see what's happening. Our house is sitting on the market longer. Our houses, are people dropping their prices? Are people giving incentives that they weren't giving before? Well, that would probably indicate to you now that if those people were in a position where they were selling almost overnight and they just wanted the most money and now it's changing, well, then you probably know that, hey, these people might just care about selling fast. That may be the thing that's keeping them laying awake at night, staring at the freaking ceiling going, what the hell are we going to do? Right? So that may be it. And our second thing is to get the most money. So we'd write an ad that says sell fast, you get the most money. See the difference in doing that versus I'm number 1. I'd got these drone photographs and all that bullshit that nobody cares about. It's huge. And here is 3. Now, you can have out a sheet of paper and a pen to write this down if you'd like to. I really don't think you'll need to because these are really 3 simple words. Stop effing guessing. If you guess, you've totally screwed up. You may as well not do the marketing. Don't think that you know. I guarantee you don't know. I've been doing this. I've been writing marketing since before I got into real estate. I've been studying direct response marketing. I've been a broker for almost 35 years now. Me personally, I'm a damn good marketer. I won't guess myself. Why? Because you'd have to be an idiot to guess when you can just get the right answer. It's like knowing what to bet on the lottery because they gave you the answers in advance, right? So look, you can keep screwing around. You can keep doing this, bullshit pitch that people really don't even want to hear anyway. Or you can learn how to write these headlines, write these hooks that get sellers to pick up the phone and start chasing you instead of the other way around. If you want to learn that, just watch it in the next video and I'll see you there.